Asma rescues 18 accident victims in the third mainland bridge. NAFDAC recalls Benin cough syrup over toxicity concerns. On the foreign scene, European Union approves overhaul of migration rules. And in sport, South African police arrest 6 people for alleged murder of Kaizer Chiefs footballer Luke Fleurs. Now the details. I am Sarah Adesanya. Operatives of the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority LASMA have rescued 18 seriously injured accident victims at Adekunle Iwata-Adeniyi on the Third Mainland Bridge. Director, Public Affairs and Enlargement Department of LASMA, Adebayo Taufik, said the injured passengers were rescued by LASMA officials from Zone 1, Lagos Island. Taufik said preliminary investigations revealed that a fully loaded commercial bus, while on high speed, lost control as a result of a brake failure and was about to fall inside the lagoon before it was stopped by the rail on the Third Mainland Bridge. Taufik added that Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Fire and Rescue Services and other emergency stakeholders were on ground at the accident scene. The General Manager, Lagos State Drivers Institute, Lastri, Avasat TMU, has appealed to the motoring public and professional drivers to make the safety of lives and property their priority while commuting during the Eid al-Fitr celebration period and beyond. TMU stated this in a Salah message to residents, imploring drivers to ensure that they do not embark on any journey without servicing their vehicles and to also ensure that they are in good working condition to avoid unnecessary loss of lives and property. She urged drivers to ensure that they abide by the training they have received at the Institute, be of good conduct and drive with utmost caution during and beyond the festive period. TMU also enjoined the motoring public to do away with reckless habits that may cause unnecessary accidents, such as phone usage, excessive speed, overloading, disobedience to traffic lights, and other traffic rules and regulations. Kaduna State Governor Uba Sani is a short resident of the state that his administration, in collaboration with the federal government, is tackling insecurity and other challenges being faced by the citizens. This is as he enjoined citizens to learn the lessons of Ramadan for the peace and progress of the state. Sani made the call at the Emir of Zazzau's palace, where he observed the Salah Durbar celebration shortly after the Eid prayer in Zaria. Also, the Emir of Zazzau, Ahmed Bamli, commended the federal and Kaduna state government and security operatives for the effort to put in place to ensure peace in the state. He also hailed the government's joint effort in rescuing the abducted Kuriga school children who were released last month. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has clarified that there are no conflicts surrounding the Olubadan stool. He cautioned individuals who thrive on sowing discord to desist for the betterment of the state. The governor made these remarks while welcoming Muslim faithfuls, including members of his cabinet and other high-ranking government officials, to his Ikolaba residence in Ibadan, the state capital. Makinde said he has not received any official communication from the Olubadan Council on nomination for the stool. And now to the rest of the stories. The National Agency for Food and Drugs Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has recalled Benylin pediatric syrup following recent toxicity findings in the laboratory on the product. NAFDAC says the laboratory analysis conducted on the product showed that it contains an unacceptable high level of diethylene glycol, which is toxic to humans when consumed and can prove fatal. The agency has also advised healthcare professionals and consumers to report any suspicion of substandard and falsified medicines, as well as any adverse event or side effect related to the use of medicinal products, to the nearest NAFDAC office. It says the producers have been directed to initiate recall of the batch, adding that the notice will also be uploaded to the World Health Organization's global surveillance and monitoring system. A number of Muslim communities offered praise for the administration of President Bola Tinubu and Governor Chukwuma Soludo, among other political office holders in the country during Eid al-Fitr. Leader of Anambra Muslim Umar, Garba Aruna, called for the praise during the 2024 Eid al-Fitr prayers at Amobas Sports Club. Aruna was also the chairman, Northern Traditional Council, Anambra State, said every Nigerian, irrespective of tribe, ethnic and religious affiliations, must continue to pray for the leaders and progress of the country at large. While urging Nigerians to be patient with the government in its effort to tackle current economic hardship in the country, Aruna commended Soludo's efforts in curtailing insecurity in the state. And in foreign news, after 8 years of negotiations, the European Parliament has approved the major reform tightening the European Union, EU migration and asylum rules. The EU Asylum and Migration Pact has been in work since 2015 and will come into force in 2 years' time. It is designed to speed up the asylum process and boost the return of irregular migrants to home countries and also require EU member states to share responsibilities for asylum seekers. The EU said the pact combined mandatory solidarity between member states with flexibility. Although some EU states remain opposed to part of the agreement, it is expected to receive full approval at the end of April under majority voting. The agreement also aims to deal with asylum requests within a maximum of 12 weeks, and in case of rejection, asylum seekers would have to be returned forcibly to their home country within the same period. And in sport, South African police has confirmed the arrest of 6 suspects for the murder of footballer Luke Fleurs, who played for popular Johannesburg club Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs is one of the South Africa's top teams, having won a record 53 domestic trophies. A 24-year-old defender was gunned down while refueling his car at a gas station in a northwestern suburb of the city, and the latest incident has shocked the crime-ridden nation. Authorities have said Fleurs was waiting to be served at a petrol station in his Volkswagen Golf 8 GTI when he was confronted by 2 men who ordered him out of his vehicle at gunpoint and shot before driving away in his vehicle. Just before we go, your vehicle is not a strong room. Please keep your valuables off the view of miscreant. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X Traffic Radio 961. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website at trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that Solo administration organized a forum for women across the 57 local government and local council development areas in the state with a view to enhancing their productivity and economic growth? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Operatives of the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority last month rescued 18 seriously injured accident victims at Adekale in what's Delay on 3rd Mainland Bridge. The National Agency for Food and Drugs Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has recalled Benylin pediatric syrup following recent toxicity findings in the laboratory on the products. We also told you that after years of negotiations, the European Parliament has approved a major reform tightening the European Union EU migration and asylum rules. And in sport, South African police has confirmed the arrest of 6 suspects for the murder of footballer Luke Fleurs, who played for popular Johannesburg club Kaizer Chiefs. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Adesanya Ejuyuka. I'm Sarah Adesanya. Thank you for listening.